Hello, I'm
Hi.
David Hiller Plumbing.
Hi, thanks for coming.
Hey, no problem. If it's okay, I'm gonna put my floor savers on real quick.
Sure, that'd be great.
Excellent. So what issues you having today?
I found some water under my hot water heater today.
Okay. All right, excellent. If you would, just take me to that and let's
Sure.
take a look at
Yeah.
that. Oh, such a beautiful dog.
Thank you. It's Bella.
Hey, Bella. How you doing, sweetie? Okay. And is the heater on or off?
I shut it off.
Well, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to turn it back on, kind of see if I can identify where the water's coming from, what's going on with the heater. Once I do that, we'll turn it off, we'll drain it down, get all the water out, see what else is in the heater. After that, we'll go inside, take a look at just a few of the components of the house on your plumbing and see what else could have contributed to this, if that's okay.
Sounds great. What'd you find out?
Okay, turn the water back on. It was leaking from the tank inside the jacket. That's the noise that you probably heard when you shut it off. The second thing is we drained it all the way down. Had a lot of buildup in there, a lot of sediment, which means you probably have a lot of scale in there. Basically what that means is there is a firewall comes up through the middle of this tank and there's a burn on the bottom. And basically what happens is the heat travels up, it heats up the wall, heats up the water. Well, you're heating up the wall, then you're heating up your scale, then you're heating up your water. So there's the issue you're having mostly, which caused you to stay hot, had to heat longer, which then caused it to expand more, which caused it to break.
Okay.
What we'll need to do is just take a look at a few of things in the house, maybe even do a scale hardness test while we're here. Because I did also notice that your water heater is on extremely hot. You have it turned all the way up. Is there any reason for that?
We just couldn't seem to get the water hot enough.
So what we're doing now is we're just gonna check for some more scale like we found on the water heater. And yep, as you can see, you have all that scale built up around your aerators coming through your water. Do you notice any scale build up anywhere else in the home?
I think I've got a lot in my master bathroom.
Okay, do you mind if we take a look at that?
Sure, let's go.
Okay, I can see what you mean. Basically, you do have a lot of scale built up in that shower head as well, even more than the other bathroom. And you do have a lot of soap scum in the tub here, which basically tells me you got a soap hard water mix creating this film. So it's definitely something we need to look at.
Okay.
So now let's take a look at the kitchen faucet.
Well, it's only a year old, but I did notice it's kind of spraying funny.
Okay, well, let's take a look at that because a lot of times when these heads and shower heads and things like that, that's where it is. And yeah, you can see you have a lot of scale built up on this because this is probably used the most out of everything other than the shower, and it's filling up these little holes. It's causing it to spray in different ways. So yeah, the scale is causing an issue. So what we need to do now is, if you don't mind, do a hardness test, if that's okay.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna test the hardness of the water using this little strip, and that'll give us an accurate measurement of how hard it is. So all we do here is just run it under some water for a brief second. Then we take a look at the color as it changes shades. I'm not so good with shades, but if you could tell me, where do you think we lie?
15.
15, okay. And that means our water is
Very hard.
very hard. So that just goes to show that the scale we saw all through the house, it is in the water. It's very hard water, and we'll give you a few options to take care of that today. We know we need a water heater today because it's leaking. It's coming to the end of its life. But we also know we have a serious water problem that's causing the issues with the heater, with the faucets, the shower head, the sprayer in the kitchen, the lavatory sink in the hall bathroom. All those have a lot of scale built up on it, which is deteriorating your plumbing. So that's why I've added a Flowtech descaler system to all these estimates to help get rid of the scale you have and preventing more scale from occurring. Now, the option one I have is just a water heater that will take care of the hot water, but it will do nothing with the scale. You will still be in the same boat you're in. The next thing we have is a tank water heater with a Flowtech descaler on top of it. And what that's going to do is that's going to prevent any scale from forming in that new heater. So the life of the heater will be a lot longer, and it will also extend the life of your plumbing system in general in your house. The third option we have is a tankless water heater, which has a very large heat exchanger inside of it, so you want to take care of that. And that with a Flowtech also. I have never installed a tankless water heater without a Flowtech hooked to it.
Okay.
So those are your three options. Do you have any questions for me?
Well, which one would you use?
Well, on my heating system in my house, I have a Flowtech descaler on mine. And I've had it on there for a little while, bought the house 19 years old and put it on. And I can already see a big difference. My wife can as well. So that's the one I went with.
Okay, let's try that one.
Okay, so you want to do the heater with the Flowtech?
Yes.
Excellent. I'll get started on that today if you'll just initial there. So we're draining the water here now. The new one is on its way, but we've already put the Flowtech in. As you can see, it's right up there behind the heater.
Wow, that's so small.
Yeah, takes up absolutely no room.
My husband's going to love that.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go through the house and make sure it's properly installed. What will happen is when I take this, we're going to put it up against a fixture. You're going to see a very bright light come on, and that tells us that we're getting a signal throughout the entire home. Okay, so right here we have a very bright light, which means we have a really good signal. We're right behind the Flowtech. So what we'll do next is we'll go to the farthest fixture away and check our signal there. Okay, so we're getting a really bright light back here, so we're getting a really great signal all through the house. It just shows this thing is working excellent right now. I just want to thank you for letting us come out and take care of all your plumbing needs today.
Well, thank you for fixing all my issues. I really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. If you need us again, give us a call and enjoy that Flowtech.
Okay, I will. Thank you.